after me and Chris were doing that show, we were talking about the dolphins and dolphin sex, and I was looking up, do dolphins masturbate or some shit like that, and I came across a trainer, and he's like literally giving this fucking dolphin a hand job. Yeah. And people were like, oh, it's sexual assault or whatever. It's like, but the dolphin was like, you know, he definitely wasn't running away or anything. You know what I mean?
He didn't hate it.
So dolphins are cool with like another species doing that, right? And if so, what species would you be okay with jerking you off?
What's up, baby dolls? Thanks for tuning into the Look What We Found podcast. My name is Daniel, and I'm here with
Louis,
Chris,
and welcome to the show. And that's where you do the
yeah, no, I was still laughing at that other shit. I'm sorry. All right, guys, real quick before we begin, don't forget to like, click, subscribe button, and also share the podcast.
All of it. Just press it.
You know what to do. Be a real baby doll.
I just want to real quick do a list. I want to do a list of laws. Mm-hmm. We just got to finish this for me because it's something that, you know, I've touched on a lot in this show. Maybe, I don't think too many times. Mm-hmm. But I just want to go real quick because I thought of a couple laws where, you know, I think that we should change the laws that we have the laws in our society that no one should ever be assaulted ever.
No.
Right? You can't assault anybody. Mm-hmm. You can't put your hands on anyone. It's a crime. But there should be exceptions to the rule. And I just want to name a few that I think should be there should be an exception. So you are allowed to assault somebody if they do this to you, and it doesn't have to be a physical assault. In fact, it shouldn't be a physical assault.
Ooh.
Number one, paparazzi people.
Oh.
If paparazzi people run up on your face and they're click, 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 and they're going up to your car, they should be able to be assaulted.
Okay. What kind of assault?
Yeah,
like fitting for a paparazzi. I think to do back to a paparazzi.
Paparazzi, just I think a good one boom punch in the face.
Oh, I thought you said no physical though.
No, this is yes physical.
Okay. All
right, Louis, was I unclear?
No, I got it. And as soon as you said paparazzi, I was like on board
because I was watching a video and I was like, these guys should be punched. You know,
you should be allowed to just give them a good check.
Just boom, right.
Yeah, you don't have to beat them up, stomp them out. No, but just one solid good one wherever you want.
Right.
That's fair.
If you want to give them, you know, maybe
one, two, maybe
two piece.
And then I think depending on the situation, then you can, you know, the combination can grow if I feel like you're intruding too much, right?
Right.
So for instance, I was watching a documentary on Janet Rivera. And when she disappeared, hold on, dude.
Jesus.
Hold on, puppy. Her plane crashed, but it was missing there was a period of a few days where they didn't know if she was alive or what happened to her.
Right.
So the paparazzi and all the media went to her mom's house, dude, in the fucking ghetto in Long Beach. And we're just like, hey, so is your daughter dead? Hey, so what do you think? Are you sad because you're like that right there is a level, I don't know, out of a level, let's say 3 levels of severity.
Okay.
That's top
That's a different paparazzi level.
That's like 10 to 15 punch kick combination.
Right.
You're allowed.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you're just a famous person and the paparazzi are coming after you and they're being annoying, yes, that's a punch. If something happened to you
or your family,
that's it should be private and your paparazzi could be a little more.
Yeah. Or what if they're rushing you and you're coming out with your brand new baby who's not even a year old and they're putting you in danger because they're rushing you and you're trying to, like, you know, you're holding your baby. I think that deserves like a 30-second free shot.
30 seconds, huh?
Damn, like jumped into a gang.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 1. 2, I have sleeping with someone's husband or wife.
Oh. Who do we beat up?
If you come home and some guy's fucking your wife,
I can beat the fuck out of my wife.
You can beat the wife and the guy.
Oh.
Yeah. They can each get at least 1 punch. I think it's okay.
Or maybe you can do a trial by combat and be allowed to bring a woman to fuck your wife up.
Oh,
so that way you don't hit her and there's no weirdness.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I'll bring my sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, I'll bring Louis' sister too.
Okay, that's a good one. And then
that's a good one, I thought.
And what do you think the punishment there is?
For what?
We said 1, 2, maybe a 3-piece for a paparazzi. What do you think in this situation? What are we looking at?
Oh,
because you said just one.
What kind of combination?
I don't think so, dude. Maybe 1 to your wife, but at least I don't know.
Who should get beat up more in that situation?
Honestly, in theory, your wife.
Your wife, right?
Yeah. She's the one that's...
I think they should get I don't think you should put a... I don't know. I don't think you should, like, ruin their life or anything. Like, I don't think you should, like...
permanent damage
or anything like that. Like, don't give them a coma and cause brain damage.
Yeah, or, like, make them blind.
But, I mean, boom, 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 bam, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I think
that's fine.
I think a good combination would be just, like, slap in the head just so they can lift their guard up. Nice body shot. No permanent damage, but we know that those hurt. Followed up by ruining your week with the fucking solid low kick. And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Tap to get the guard up. Boom on the body shot. And then finish with the
maybe
low
a little
kick.
stump.
Black eye, too, so people know, you know. So they have to ask you about it. Well, you know. Okay, so that's the second one.
What happened in your eye? Well, I'm a whore.
Do you guys have any to add to the list?
Not yet. Okay. Do you have more?
I do. I mean, I have.
Give us one more. A good one.
This is kind of like, it's not a very exciting one, but there's all these. I don't know all about all these, but there's cases where people have been kidnapped, and they fight the person that, you know, kidnapped them or something like that, and then they get charged with assault themselves. So any type of sexual assault or kidnapping, the other person get assaulted. That's fine. I don't know if that's the same level.
Yeah, I can only think of really dark stuff that's not really funny.
Okay.
That people jump over in courts to stab people in the pens in the neck for.
No,
that type of stuff.
It shouldn't be like super serious stuff. It should be stuff like...
What about getting cut off like on the freeway where they almost hit you and you had to swerve? You almost crashed because they swerved into you.
Louis, I feel like you have the most road rage.
I don't think I do. I try to tone it down, but how about when
okay,
you're
here
in
we
line?
go.
Here we go. When you're in line to exit, let's just say, and you've been in line for a few minutes because you did the right thing, and you've been on the fucking far right lane.
Oh.
I know where this is
here
going.
comes this piece of shit who thinks his life is more important than everybody else, and he fucking goes on the left lane from the exit, and then at the very end, he's just fucking trying to cut somebody off and just save 30 minutes from his day.
So you're talking about line cutters, I think, in general.
Yes, of course, dude.
Because
line cutters.
So you guys think any line cutter, whether it's on the freeway, whether it's at the post office, if anyone ever goes to the post office anymore,
maybe
whatever. Some open hand slaps to the line cutters.
I think a slap.
Yeah, open hand slaps.
Yeah, but I don't know about a closed fist for a line cutter.
But a few. But I don't want one slap necessarily. Maybe 3 slaps.
3 slaps.
3 slaps. Huh?
3 slaps.
Like boom, boom, boom.
No, like
or 1, 2.
Or like, or are you talking about like those people that slap for like a, you know, like they're doing like that
the competition slaps?
Yeah, the competition slaps.
Oh, I can get
with the baby powder?
One of those is fine.
Dude, one of those are so crazy.
Yeah,
it's like those are so crazy.
Hands flat on the table.
Yeah.
I'll give them a mouthpiece too. I'll be like, here, take the mouthpiece. You know how they wear mouthpieces for those?
Chris with the golden heart.
I'd be like, carries one around.
It's brand new.
It's already It's boiling water already.
It's molded to your teeth already. Don't ask me how I did it. Yeah, okay. One of those slaps is good.
That's I think that's harsh.
For a line
cutter?
For a line cutter.
I feel like we got a line cutter in the podcast.
No, I was thinking more of like when they like go into your lane and you're doing 65 miles an hour and you have to do some crazy shit where it like puts your fucking stomach in your chest and you're like, oh shit, I almost crashed.
But don't you think that might be an accident?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter because paparazzi, not a fucking accident. Sleeping with your wife, that's not an accident.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
you could cut somebody off on accident.
But it can be on purpose as well.
Okay, if you were to determine that, do you think people really cut people off on purpose?
Absolutely.
Because I feel like every time I cut someone off, it's not on purpose. I'm always like, oh, fuck. You know?
Yeah. No, people do it on purpose.
Well, I've done it on accident and on purpose, dude.
You've done it on purpose?
I there's no way I haven't. I try not to. You know, I'm at tender age of 38 now, but like, you know, when I was younger, there's no way I wasn't acting like a piece of shit every once in a while.
So when you cut someone off, Are you just trying to get somewhere faster? Or are you kind of like, fuck this guy?
No, there's been times where I go like, oh, fuck, there's the exit, my bad. That's one. Another, I know Daddy over here fucking got a ticket for taking the carpool, but I go like, I try not to be a piece of shit and do that.
Yeah.
So, but one time when I would still work at the office, and now remotely, in case you want my life story, tune in next week. But I had to take a massive shit, and I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm getting in the carpool lane, and I need to get to the office, or else something bad's gonna happen. And that was the only time I think that I went in the carpool lane when I wasn't supposed to in the last.
But did you cut someone off on the way in?
No, I didn't, but I still felt like I shouldn't be doing this.
That's not the same thing.
No.
You're just breaking a law.
Right.
It's like, that's just a traffic violation.
It's not really affecting anybody, really.
Yeah.
Today you got
accused. Did you use your blinker?
I don't use a blinker.
Oh.
No, because you just go in there. If you use a blinker, you too much attention.
And it says you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. I did get accused of cutting today. I was at the DMV.
Oh, shit.
So I'm renewing my license, and I take a picture.
Did you have to take a picture?
Yeah, I had to take a picture. But I had already I was already in the section where I got accused of cutting.
Okay.
Right? Not by a DMV worker either.
Okay.
A fucking regular schmo. So I go through this area, and then I go to the next area where as I'm instructed, and then I pay, and then they take the picture, and the people at the picture goes, go to that section again. They're going to give you your temporary license in case it doesn't arrive on time or whatever. You don't have to get in line there anymore. I'll go, okay. So there's a line, let's just say where Chris is at. There's people going that way. But I already did this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they told me to cut this line, go straight into the line inside that section, so I can just get a printout of my temporary. So the guy in front of me turns around and tells me, there's a line. This is only for people that already took the test. I was like, I'm not taking a test. They already told me I don't have to wait in line. I already been here, dude. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to hit him so hard.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, don't.
See, that's what I mean. Louis has that,
Yeah, I got mad. I got mad.
Stranger range thing.
Yeah, I don't like, if I feel like I'm being
punked.
I don't like that feeling.
Right. He's like, hey, Santa Claus.
Like, even when in New York.
Oh, yeah, Merry Christmas, dude.
Hey,
Well, anyways, today I felt a little rage. So I feel like for that, maybe I don't slap the guy, but like.
Maybe a slap in the back of the head.
Oh.
I have the chance that he was right in front of me.
Like if they're wrong about a stupid thing.
Yeah. Back of the head slap.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, here's one.
Yeah.
You're in your car.
Yes.
And you're waiting to make a left. I don't know. And then there's some fucking old man crossing the street in front of you. And so you're not making a left. Mm-hmm. And then the guy behind you is like, bah!
Yeah.
And then he finally sees the guy and you're all,
yeah.
That's a slap in the back of the head.
Yeah, same
that
thing.
Type of instance.
Same thing when you're in the front of the line to make a right turn, and there's a sign that says, no right turns on a red light. And they're fucking honking at you.
Oh, yeah. That's a slap in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's another one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a real ID?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was actually doing.
Do you know the difference between the regular ID and the real ID?
So the regular is not real.
It's real.
Okay.
But they have
it's
like
called it's called the real ID,
it's called
right?
the real ID.
It's called a real ID, and you can fly with it.
Yeah, you can.
And they fingerprint you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a.
It's just another way to fucking track us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the way you can tell is that there is a bear on
the
the real ID.
Yeah.
I
thought maybe it was going to be
That's the only difference?
Yeah, that's the difference. I thought maybe it was going to be a big difference or something you scan or anything.
Or it has like some shit on top too, like the bear and the star, and it says real ID or something. Now, is it real ID? I think it's real IDs all across the country, right? Like people in Arizona and Idaho will have a real ID as well, or is it just California?
Yeah, it's a nationwide tracking system. All right, you guys go ahead.
It's a tracking system.
Go ahead, Chris.
So I have a story here. Quick animal story. Let me give you guys the headline here. It says, you know what? This gives it away, but who gives a shit? It says, police stumped by Germany's massive bull sperm heist.
Police stumped by Germany's massive bull sperm heist.
Yes.
So if it says here, if 2022 has proven anything, it's that it is not nailed down. Somebody will steal it. Just look at this heist of the year, and then they go on to say, is it? What were they stealing? Jewels? No. Were they stealing? And basically, it's just cheesy. Because they were stealing bull sperm, which I wanted to mock. Right? It says here, the crime happened in the town of Olfen, northwestern Germany, some 60 miles of Cologne. The criminals struck at some point during the night between December 5th and 6th. Altogether, they made away with 60 containers of bull sperm, give or take a few. But how much sperm actually is that? Well, the authorities haven't confirmed how large the containers were, but based on some basic background research, one container can hold a dozen or more doses of semen. In other words, that's a lot of bull juice. But that's pulling cops more why the criminals stole the semen and how they did it. Apparently, you have to keep it below 300 degrees or something like that, because otherwise it'll just die, right?
The sperm will die.
Yeah. So I was ready to mock these people, but I was reading here. It says, for example, 2019, 10 vials of semen from a hunky Wagyu bull sold for more than $67,000.
Wow. No
10.
shit.
Right?
What's that?
You said 10 of them?
10 vials of semen.
And they have 6.
And they have is a vial like this?
Yeah. It doesn't specify exactly what.
You think one vial is maybe one load?
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Probably.
Probably like.
I wonder if they got it from multiple bulls.
And it says, so that's $6,700 per dose.
They must have, right?
Well, in one vial.
Or they're just drinking off the same bull?
I think they're jerking off the bull and putting it in a vial, and they're like, this is fucking Santa Louis. He's like our strongest bull we have, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's like, they do it to Chris, and, you know, they're like.
That's what I was saying. I don't think
But you think it doesn't specify how many bulls they went around and jerked off.
It doesn't,
but here's some math for you guys. So that's $6,700 per dose. Now, let's assume that each of the stolen 60 containers has 12 doses of semen. We're looking at like $1.8 million.
God damn.
For bull jizz.
Bull jizz.
How are they getting to these bulls? So they the
inside job, dude.
A big story on this is how they did it. If they think that it had to have been professionals, if not, like Louis said, an inside job, somebody else who's already in the market, because you would have to have a big truck to hold them. You would need basically all the stuff you would need to freeze them and keep them fresh, I guess, because otherwise it's just a bunch of. It's going to be rancid bull jizz, right?
Right. And you'd have to know that there's even a market for that. You have to be very
and you already have to have the connections,
job.
right? Because
if
somebody could drop off a frozen vial of the best bull sperm in the world to us, and we're not going to know what the fuck to do with it.
Right. If we broke into the
I'm all like, what are you doing, Louis? Nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we broke into the bull jizz factory. We'd be like, this is fucking disgusting. Get the fuck out of here. None of us would be like, we can sell this shit.
We can sell this shit for millions.
Yeah.
But, I mean.
I saw a video of a guy, and I was going to bring it on here. It was a guy jacking off a dolphin. When we were doing the
what are you watching?
Well,
I was thinking. Wait a minute! I didn't stumble upon anything like that.
Well, okay, I'll tell you why. It was after me and Chris were doing that show, and we were talking about the dolphins and dolphin sex, and I was looking up, do dolphins masturbate or some shit like that, and I came across a trainer. It was like at a SeaWorld type of place, and someone was recording the trainer, and he's like literally giving this fucking dolphin a hand job.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, it's sexual assault or whatever.
It's like,
but the dolphin was like, you know, he definitely wasn't running away or anything. You know
right.
What I
he
mean?
didn't hate it.
Yeah. So it might have been the end of a massage. I'm not really sure.
A massage?
Well, I'm just, happy ending?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe
what the fuck?
That was the joke. But, but they said, no, it's therapeutic. It's something that they do to you know, for the
fucking it's therapeutic.
Yeah, for the pent-up frustration.
Yeah, right? I mean, but it's weird. Is that allowed?
I mean, they're doing it, you know. I don't know if it's a common practice. But
they don't. So dolphins are cool with like another species doing that, right? And if so, what species would you be okay with jerking you off?
A dolphin.
A dolphin?
Yes.
Like fucking
Yeah.
With their fins?
I don't know with what, but with their vaginas.
Well, that's not jacking you off. You're just having sex with dolphins, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I mean, how many animals can actually jack you off?
Just the monkeys.
Right?
Monkeys, a sloth.
A sloth. It'd be like the slowest hand job ever.
Also, they're just nails.
That's like, I'm really lasting a long time here.
But you've been in captivity for 20 years that he makes you fucking come in one stroke.
Wait, though, but that's just nails. They don't even have, like, they're just like a little...
I'm thinking outside the box.
Dude,
yeah,
what else
two outside the box.
At least they can grab it, unlike your fin technique, where...
I was thinking just like
dolphins only
somehow
have one fin.
getting two dolphins together and
two dolphins
fucking the crease. No, and you're just
no.
No?
You're trying to have a threesome with dolphins, dude. No, that's not the
Okay.
question. If you're gonna get your hand job
You guys
from
didn't
another
say it had to be
animal,
one
from an
animal.
animal, which one?
You guys didn't say it had to be one of the species.
Okay, it could be multiple, but it has to be a hand job.
Not a monkey. That's scary.
Depends on the monkey.
Do you agree with that? I don't think that's right.
What about koala? I don't know, guys. You got
koalas have syphilis.
On their hands?
Chris is still trying to fuck koalas.
I know, no fucking
you
other
are.
animals.
This guy's going to come out with monkeypox. Like, no, Chris.
They carry some fucking STD
monkey.
in their pee, and if they, no, you'll get it if they pee on you.
Okay, well you're not getting a golden shower. It's a hand
I know,
job.
Chris.
What is going on here?
I know. But it's a hand
But
job,
you don't
dude.
think koalas piss on their hands?
No.
Right before they jerk you off? No, I don't think
No,
so.
fuck that. I wouldn't risk it.
Okay, hold on a second.
Wait, but you guys would risk it?
No, wait.
Let's say you can never. Wait. Let's say you can never jack off ever again unless a koala jacks you off.
That's fine. Then a koala's jacking me off.
But
Yeah,
you're
I was
gonna get
gonna
an
say,
STD.
What are you talking about? Dude?
This
Who
is
cares?
Like a fucking,
Who cares?
Who
what fucking-
cares?
I'm not
Who
even getting a
cares
fucking.
about an STD?
I'm not even getting a fucking hand job. Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
That's the only way you're going to come again?
No, I said
Fuck
jerk.
it,
It's not like
jerk
I'm
off.
gonna be giving it to people.
You can still have sex with people.
You
just
said
can't
you weren't.
Jerk off. Jerk off. I said
Okay.
jerk off.
All right. Well, this situation.
Wait.
Yeah.
This situation is you are in captivity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you're in captivity,
And all I have is a koala.
and all you have is another species that trains you, feeds you stuff, and it's like,
Every
okay,
once
Chris,
in a while they jerk you
every 2 months, it's time for your massage. Okay,
Yeah.
and here come the animals. They're like, all right, well, who wants to do Chris's massage today?
Okay.
And you're like,
I'm
what's
thrusting
coming.
my hips
Yeah,
like,
and
in
then-
excitement.
Which species would it be?
Well, dude, it has to be a monkey, right?
No.
It has to be a monkey.
No, what about a
okay.
raccoon?
Oh, raccoon! But you hate raccoons.
I think I would be willing to make peace with them.
Doesn't it have to? Doesn't it have to be an animal that masturbates itself for it to be able to masturbate you?
You're getting too hung up on the details.
Yeah. I think you're.
No, but-
this is a fantasy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I said fucking
making shit up
dolphins,
here.
and you guys shot it down.
No, it wasn't because it was a dolphin. It was because you kind of deviated from the question, and you said, "Well, like their vagina." I was, Chris is trying to fuck a dolphin now.
And you said then it was like a fin, but like they only have one fin, and you kind of said 2 fins.
I mean, if they could put their fins together like this, I'll pick a dolphin. I'll stick with the dolphin.
Okay, fine. He's
Okay,
going with
If
dolphin.
somehow, I don't know if they can even do that, but let's assume they can.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see
They
that.
look smooth and soft.
I have the best answer, by the
Okay.
way.
Okay,
You
I'm
guys-
gonna
you
go
guys
with the
are way off
raccoons.
the fucking mark.
Raccoons because they have little hands, and your dick is gonna look huge.
Okay.
What about the little? Well, whatever. Okay.
For me,
Daniel?
best answer, octopus.
Oh.
Fucking give me all 8 arms.
And then the
Boom.
Suction?
Cups, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Put one on
dude.
my asshole. Boom.
Yeah, it could
Pop
put one
that.
on the,
Oh,
it could put one on the tip of your dick, and then the rest just wrapped around.
Dude, 1 hand on my balls,
Yeah.
2 around my
Yeah.
dick. I mean,
another one just going like this in your ear.
same one, dude.
Oh, octopus! Oh
yeah.
my god! Yeah, best
dude,
answer.
Never mind
Yeah.
fucking the champ over
We
here.
need to go find those.
Dude,
Yeah.
and you know what's funny? They say,
and they're smart.
and they're super smart, and they say that
So they're gonna charge.
they say that movement, how they move, is similar to how your tongue works, because there's no bones or they don't have muscles.
Yeah.
So the way they
Oh.
move is similar to how your tongue moves. So it's essentially a giant 8 giant tongues with suction cups on it.
Yeah.
So you nailed it,
smart.
Dude.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, you fucking did it, dude.
We should open up some sort of.
There's no way that's not a sort of
careful now.
Octopus jack off sanctuary or something,
Yeah.
dude. This should be a thing somewhere.
I'm sure it is already. There has
You
to
think
be.
so?
I was just thinking it was
I
like
don't know. I don't know.
I think so. I would
Okay.
look somewhere in
What
the
country?
east.
What? I was gonna say what country? Somewhere in the east. Do you think it's like an Asian thing?
Yes. I mean, are we just going to sugarcoat this guy?
Cut the tapes.
Are we going to pretend that there's no weird Japanese porn
Hey,
with
man,
tentacles?
don't come after the Japanese in front of
I'm
me,
sorry.
bro. Come
I'm sorry.
on.
I'm not the one. Do I
my
look?
God.
Guys, what do you see in the... I'm sure you know the name of the fucking porn style. What is it when they have the tentacle porn?
Oh yeah, I don't actually. I know exactly what. But
Where does that
usually-
come from?
Japan, but those are fictional penises. We're now asking the tentacles to be a fictional vagina.
But still,
I think it's in that realm.
I know. I think you nailed it.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I think so too.
Here's the thing, dude. If you can think it, somebody's already tried it. Now, the rate of success, I don't know. But I'm almost willing to bet, if I have to put my life on it, I'd bet, like, yeah.
That beak fucks it up, though, huh?
Yeah.
Beak, the octopus beak?
Oh, if you're going to try to get a blowjob from an
No.
octopus.
It's just, I feel like they might be tempted to take a little bite when they're wrapped around you because, that's...
Yeah.
I feel like there's people that are willing to fucking still roll the dice on that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
There's
those
some
ball
weird fucking
gag that
people.
octopus.
I remember
Closer.
seeing a video of this octopus, like there's a female diver and it was just stuck to her butt. There's nothing to add to that. But
His name was Chris.
I just like
Chris the octopus.
Daniel can't handle that right now, man.
Jesus.
Dude, what do you got?
And then he turns into a butt himself.
What do you got, dude?
Well, this is similar. Oh, you go.
I'll go. Now, I did mention that, like,
Fucking coughing all over the place.
that octopus is such a good idea, and they're so smart that they would probably charge, right? Here's somebody that actually does charge for some sexual favors.
Oh.
I found this article.
Prostitutes.
Yes, prostitutes. But high commodity, which we can get into that in just a second here. It's some girls. Here's a list of some girls that sold their virginity through auction.
Okay.
Right?
Through an auction.
Oh, like Taken, right? In
Kinda,
that movie.
Yeah, but that was
it was voluntary.
Right.
Yeah. So
So you think these girls did it voluntarily?
well, the list has it, and they have the reasons why some of them
because
did it, and they did it on their own account. So therefore,
the money's going to the girls, right? And
It's going to the
Taken,
girls,
it
not
was
to-
dudes that stole people's daughters and sold
yeah,
them
it wasn't going to the Albanians.
little different.
It wasn't going to the Albanians in France. Here we go. Number one, this girl named Kathy Cleberson. In 2004, 24-year-old Kathy from Texas broke virginity auction record when she placed an ad for $100,000 on eBay. All right.
Picture.
Oh, sure. I'm assuming it's not a good one because it could be anybody.
AI photo.
Yeah. There's the other ones have better ones, but hopefully this is
So $100,000.
$100,000.
And she was in Texas. And
She was in
did she sell it
Texas.
to another Texan, or does it say who she sold it to?
Well, I think she had some bidders, but unfortunately, eBay
Yeah, shut it down.
shut it down.
Oh, she did it on eBay.
I was just
Yeah.
about to ask what the legalities of that are.
Well, this one went about it the wrong way, I think.
Oh, there's a right way.
There's a right way, at
Okay.
least in this country.
Oh.
Let me see if it's this one. It's not this one, but we'll get to that one. This one's called number 2, Rosie Reed. In 2004, 18-year-old Rosie Reed from London sold her body to a bidder, a 44-year-old BT engineer, for £8,400.
Oh,
Seems
man.
a little low. I know that the pounds,
It's like 15. Maybe if
15,
the pound
but
is
still,
doing really
like-
well, right? 15,000 or 12.
Well, and then she had already
I
had
don't know. That
sexual
doesn't seem
encounters,
that good.
but with her girlfriend. which stood outside when she had sex with the 44-year-old.
It's not that good, but how many girls are just not doing that and giving it to some loser?
Good point, dude.
Right? And then it's like some guy that they'll never see again.
But at least it's something, I don't know, I feel like they would, maybe it's like a loser their age, you know what I mean?
I feel like women rarely, if ever, have a good story about losing.
But also, like, you're forgetting that the girl could be a loser too, Chris.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, so let her make $8,000. Who gives a fuck?
I think it's like more like 12.
Okay, let's say 12.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you, but saying that, like, oh, it seems kind of low. It's like, not really. Granted, she may be a loser, but
no, I just think that
I'm just saying it's not a bad amount. Granted, it's not 100,000, but it's.
I feel like there's people.
Do you think that she can get more?
I think there's really
she
rich loser guys out there that. I think she could get a lot more money, you know? If you're willing to give it to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
The fucking guy, I don't know.
And think about like how horrible that sex is going to be.
Well, we'll get to that part.
Okay.
I'll do a couple more and then I'll stop.
I want to hear the price.
Here's one where I think this is what I would shoot for if I were trying to get some money off of my V card. Graciela Yataco from Peru. This girl, she auctioned hers off for $1.3 million.
Oh, shit.
1.3. And this one, maybe it was because she sold it this way. I don't know if this is what she did, but in here it says that she had medical bills for her mother that she was responsible for, and also helping to support her younger brother.
That's sad.
Out there, if you're going to sell your V card, I would say maybe add that touch of humanity in there, so it just
no, it's like
I think so.
It's like one of those like America's Got Talent.
That'll make me not want to buy it though.
No, it always works. It always works.
Yeah, because I'm like sad now. I don't want to. I would have a sad boner.
No, it's sad if she was just doing it, and and you're the guy paying her.
No, that's not sad because she's like, I just want to do this, but she has to do it.
But. No, she doesn't have to do it.
She does. Her situation.
But you, as the buyer, you're doing it for a good cause. So you feel better about it.
She feels
and it's a write-off. It's a tax write-off.
It should be.
It's a charity.
Yeah, it's kind of a charity, dude. And here's the way you do it right in this country.
Okay.
Now, in America, I feel like we're a little prudish and behind maybe some other countries where I feel like prostitution should be legal and maybe regulated, but there is some places where it is legal, and this young lady took advantage of that. Natalie Dillon, in 2008, a 22-year-old Natalie Dillon sold her virginity through the Bunny Ranch for a whopping $3.7 million.
God damn.
Wow, dude.
At the Bunny Ranch where Lamar Odom was?
Yeah.
And then he almost wasn't.
They had a show about the Bunny Ranch, right?
Yeah, they had a show about the Bunny Ranch, and then I think they had
always wanted to go to the Bunny Ranch. I was like, that's where I want to go.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Yeah, I was like, I should go there.
I was just
never made it.
It's just, I feel like it's too expensive. Right?
I don't know.
But I didn't really do digging.
What are the prices?
I don't know. It just
seemed
seemed
$3.2 million.
No, I didn't look it up myself to like, what is fucking this girl gonna cost? Mm-hmm. But when I saw the show, I would see the girls like go back again. Oh, he's staying for another hour, and then they would charge his card, and it'd be like $10,000, dude.
Yeah, I think you have to be probably rich if they have a
Well,
TV
if I
show.
was rich and single, there's no rules for me.
Right, you're going to the Bunny Ranch.
Whatever, dude.
Chris, how many times a year are you going to the Bunny Ranch if you're like a rich guy? And
maybe once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would just like live there.
Right.
And I wouldn't even go and have sex all the time. I would just like know him. I would just be like a regular dude.
Yeah, you would hang out.
Yeah. And then sometimes
buy them drinks and stuff.
Eventually, they'd fall in love with me, and I wouldn't have to pay them anymore, and that would be my way in. And then I'd be like, "Fuck, now I'm fucking married."
Yeah,
and
that's how the rich stay rich, baby. Yeah. Okay,
what would you guys pay for somebody's V card?
Me, nothing.
Daniel?
Yeah. Well, you guys know we don't have to say it, but do you want to be the one that says it?
Yeah, it's got to be horrible sex.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
it's got to be not great at least.
Anytime.
Nobody. I feel like neither party will enjoy it.
Well, I think the guys do, right? If a guy is paying upwards of $3 million for a virgin, they like
fetish.
virgins.
It's a fetish,
and they have had sex with virgins before.
Mm-hmm. But what is it about it? If you can put yourself in their shoes, what do you think that is so appealing to sleep with a virgin?
Probably like if you've ever gone to like a thrift store, you know.
Okay.
This is a really nice jacket, but a few other people had this jacket. Maybe you want to be the only one to have put on the jacket before, you know.
Oh, you think it's like getting fresh snow?
Yeah, you know, you're right at Big Bear.
Right.
The snow just fell. You're the first
there's
ones
no,
on
but
the
there's
tracks,
no tracks.
You know,
it's all fluffy.
But that's a really good. I mean, virgins
that makes
aren't
it sound
that good. That makes it sound
but I'm
like
saying if you have this fetish or this
for them, it's like that.
It's got to be for them, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be 100% mental. It's got to be like a power thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it can't be like as much of a physical thing because there's nothing physical in my experience. So there's got to be like a control thing maybe. Is it knowing like I took her virginity, I have that forever?
I think
kind of
so.
Weirdo shit.
It's some weirdo shit.
Yeah.
Because the sex is horrible. She doesn't know what she's doing yet because she's not experienced, right? You know, and virgin sex is the worst sex.
Yeah, I agree.
Hands down.
I if I was rich, I'd much rather like go with just some fucking sleaze.
How many V cards do you have, Chris?
I think I have 3. and I didn't want any of them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I wanted to have sex, but I didn't want to. Okay, after my first one, every time when I would date somebody when I was 18 years old, I was like, please don't be a virgin. And when they were, I'd get sad because I didn't want that.
Yeah.
I wanted them to have already that out of the way. I never wanted it. Except maybe my first girlfriend where we both lost it. And funny thing, I lied to her about it. I said I had already had sex and I hadn't. So there's a girl out there who took my virginity and doesn't know it.
And she doesn't know it?
She doesn't know it.
What's her name? We got to call this girl, dude.
No, we're not doing that.
We should totally track her
She might
down.
know.
She doesn't.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know.
Not with Chris.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't know.
Nah, they fucking started with the Amazon baby.
But dude, I was gonna say like, that doesn't exist for a guy, right? It's bullshit.
What do you mean?
Sometimes women, a virginity per se.
For a girl to take a guy's virginity?
For a guy's, do men have a virginity?
Yeah, men have a virginity.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not the same. There's no physical change. There's nothing physical that a man goes through other than having the experience itself.
Right.
Is there such a thing? Sometimes women get upset at me when I say this, but I feel like it's just an experience. It's not a true virginity in the sense like theirs is.
It's different in that there's no
physical change. Nothing changes. Right.
There's no cutting the ribbon to open the store.
Right.
There's no grand opening. There's no balloons falling.
So then, is it a grand opening?
Fucking giant.
It's
giant
scissors.
Yeah, there's no giant scissors. No one cares that the store is open.
Right.
But you're still opening the store that you've never opened before. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, of course, dude.
You know what? It's a soft opening. That's what it is.
But I'm saying we could never sell our virginities.
Maybe. Don't you think that there's some women out there?
No. There's where you fucked up, dude.
No.
There might be some women.
Yeah.
But the highest bidder is going to be a guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, now that's a little different, right?
But how much do you think that there's women in the world that would pay for a man's virginity?
I think so. Once again, baby, if you can think it, there's somebody out there that's fucking willing to do it.
There's no way to guarantee that, right?
For us?
No, that's true.
There's no way to
guarantee.
Do you
think these guys do some sort of medical examination before they spend the money?
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Remember fucking T.I. checking his daughter?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm
sure they can check hymens and stuff.
Expeditiously.
Yeah, expeditiously. But I mean, there's no way of checking one, too. And is it the same if the guy hasn't had sex but has jerked off before, so he's ejaculated? Is he a virgin then?
Yes, he's a virgin.
Okay, but is that the same?
No, I mean, because a woman can masturbate too and not break her hymen.
Sure, but usually it doesn't happen.
What doesn't happen?
I don't think women usually are virgins where they have already orgasmed themselves. I don't think it happens as often. I'm sure it does. I'm sure there's plenty of women, virgins, that have made themselves orgasm.
Right.
But I think a lot of the times that doesn't go hand in hand, is my impression. So I'm wondering if it's different for a guy, because obviously we're jerking off at 11 years old as soon as we fucking figure it out.
How did you figure out how to masturbate?
I don't remember. I remember being very young.
Do you remember how you figured it out? Because there were no videos like there were now. It's not.
I don't remember. I just remember being very young.
I remember somebody. I'm trying. I there's two perverts that I knew when I was a kid, and it was either one of those. But one of the guys said he started yanking on his thing, and shit came out, and I was like, "Ew, dude!"
So yanking on his thing, and shit came out.
You said, "What kind of shit?" I'm gonna go try.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and even still, I don't think I did it right away. Just because I was his description, it planted this. I logged it for sure, but I didn't do it immediately. It wasn't. He didn't sell it to me, like in a good way. Like I was like, "Oh, you did that," and then fucking ooze came out, dude. Mm-hmm. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to do that, but I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Do you remember the first time that you masturbated? Do you?
I don't.
I do. Yes. Yeah, I do. But I don't remember.
Do
I don't
you
remember.
Do?
Yeah.
I don't remember why or how it even came about. Like I don't remember.
It's almost like instinctual. I do remember. It was the same thing like Louis. It was
somebody who opened their mouth.
His name was David Preciado. David, if you're out there.
Yeah.
And we were on a school field trip or something like that. And this guy was like one of those kids that was like, went to prison really early, like, you know what I mean? And he was
just
like,
a fucking knucklehead troublemaker.
And he was like, have you guys ever masturbated? Or something like that. And we were like, we're in 6th grade, right? And I was like, I was a young 6th grader, yeah. And I was like, no. And he went like this. I'll never forget the sound. He's like, yeah, it feels good. You go. And that shit like rang like a bell. And I was like looking at him like, and I'm walking around like Louis, planted the seed in my mind.
Yeah. And you're like, that sounds pretty good.
And he did a motion.
Yeah.
And then like eventually, I tried it.
Yeah.
And then.
And you were like, yes.
And it like, no, it just kind of felt like I was peeing a little bit,
Yeah.
And the stuff came out and I was like.
Really?
Back up.
The first time I did it, I was so young, nothing came out.
Oh, I think. No, I was already in. I don't know if I waited until the next year.
My first time that nothing came out.
But did you have an orgasm?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I wonder how young you can have an orgasm.
What?
I wonder how young can you have an orgasm when you're
I don't know. This is some dangerous territory you're getting into here, my friend. I'd rather not get into that.
I feel like we might end up in the FBI watch
well, we
list
could have an octopus do it. We don't have to fucking do it.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, man.
What if it's a baby octopus?
We don't have to go to Japan, people. We got one right here. We got a fucking one right here. Got a baby doll?
Oh, I shit.
Use that puppy.
Yep.
Okay. All right, this is going to be a short baby doll. The baby doll of the week is a pigeon.
This is the weakest one yet.
Well, it's a cool one, actually.
Okay. Let's hear it.
And I'm going to show you guys a picture of this pigeon. And here's a pigeon, and you can see it's on this guy's hospital bed, right? It's just a picture in a hospital with a pigeon on this guy.
On a guy looks like he's sleeping, or he's in a hospital bed.
The nurse
could be dead. We don't know.
Wrote this. It's been 23 days since this patient came to the hospital, and in these 23 days, nobody from his family came to visit him. But there is a pigeon which comes every 2 days to sit next to the bed. The pigeon stays for a while and then flies away.
What?
I like that even the pigeon can't afford to come every day.
Now, my first thought is, who's leaving the fucking window
open? Yeah.
How is this pigeon getting inside?
He looks like he's freezing also. Right?
That pigeon?
No, the human.
Oh, the guy, yeah. So anyway, pigeon, you're the baby doll of the week.
All right.
Good baby doll, right?
It's a good baby doll.
It's really cute, but
if you had an animal that could visit you while you were sick. Which animal?
A dolphin.
Might as well jerk him off too.
Dude, but how random. What a crazy, weird, random, a fucking pigeon of all things.
I thought it was weird too.
It's
right?
cute. It's really cute and sweet. I wondered, did it say anything about if the guy was like appreciative at all of the pigeon, or he was like, fuck, this fucking pigeon's here again.
It's just a snapshot of an article. I don't even have the whole.
What if he goes in there to just like eat his leftover food?
The pigeon?
And he was like, every time I come here, every other day, there's
there's fucking food here.
Around 3 o'clock,
McDonald's
there's some
French
food
fries
here.
on the floor.
And
for
some
some
Jell-O.
reason.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Could
guy looks fucking lonely. Let me
Yeah.
eat his fries.
For sure, this guy's not.
Hey,
eating
buddy,
his
you don't
food.
have anybody to eat your fries with? No, it's cute, man. It's a good one.
Super cute. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys know anybody that is willing to sell their V card in an auction, show them this episode.
If you guys know anybody that's a paparazzi that deserves to get punched in the face,
Show them this episode. If you guys know anybody that's willing to steal a bunch of bull jizz, show them this episode.
All right.
See ya.
Peace. Merry Christmas.